Losing freedom is one of the most horrible feelings that nobody would wish for, and it leads to many prison escape attempts. There are numerous stories, facts, and fiction about prison escapees making a desperate flee towards a life on the outside. In fact, the real-life prison escape is more intense than what we may have watched in the movies. The convicts take risks that only a few would dare. A successful escape also needs some immense level of wisdom and creativity, just like that of Michael Scofield of the hit program Prison Break. But that much tattoos aren't that necessary. In this video, we have documented some of the real escape in prison that was caught on camera. We have kept the best for last. Watch till the end to find out why. But before we begin, kindly subscribe to our channel for more of our unique and informative content. Please give us a like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our weekly uploads. Let's get it on! Number 1. Canadian Jail Escape. Opening our coverage is footage from a 2013 daring prison break in Canada, in which 2 inmates dramatically escaped using a helicopter. The footage, which was kept on hold and only released 3 years later in 2016, looks like a scene straight out of the movies. Security cameras were rolling on March 17, 2013, when correctional officers could only watch in dismay as a helicopter hovered over the yard at the St. Jerome Detention Center near Montreal, Quebec. After a rope was dangled from the helicopter, inmates Danny Provencal and Benjamin Houdon Barbeau could be seen on video trying to grab it. In footage from another camera, prison guards panned the yard and then caught Provencal and Houdon Barbeau using the rope to scale an exterior wall. When they were more than halfway up the wall, a man exited the helicopter and tried to give them a hand, but he failed. Finally, the 2 men held onto the rope as the helicopter took off into the air. According to Canadian news reports, the helicopter eventually landed in a spot where a getaway car was waiting. Further information later revealed that the accomplices, Billy Beaudoin and Stephen Mathau Marchisio, had hired the helicopter and then hijacked it at gunpoint. They then had the pilot fly the aircraft to the prison. The 4 men were arrested hours after the escape and charged in connection with the hijacking and escape. Number 2. Chinese men escape prison after killing guard. Another iconic and one of the most talked about prison escapes of all time is a 2015 jailbreak by 3 Chinese men, including a death row inmate. The 3 men manifested a plan to escape prison by having one of the men hold a private meeting with a guard. When the guard lost awareness of what was going on, the other 2 men followed the first one into the security room. Once all 3 men were in the room, they killed the prison guard and stole 3 uniforms. Chilling footage captured on the scene shows a particular moment when one of the inmates approaches a guard from behind and strangles him to death with the help of his accomplices. The 3 men then put on the uniforms and simply walked out of jail. However, their freedom did not last long, as they were captured a few days later. 2 of the men were charged with the murder of the guard, while the 3rd man was charged for accompanying the other 2 men during the act. Number 3. El Chapo, the drug lord. Joaquin Guzman Lara, also known as El Chapo, is a living legend, albeit controversial, and a polarizing figure, and there are still fears that he can break his own record of escaping prison. This is a man who has crept out of prison on more than one occasion, but the reason why we give the leader of Mexico's Sinaloa drug cartel a notable mention in this video is his escape from Altiplano Federal Prison through a tunnel in 2015. A view of the tunnel through which the Mexican drug lord escaped from his maximum security prison gives one a heart-thumping moment. Before that incident, Guzman had escaped from a high-security prison in a laundry cart in 2011 with the help of bribed guards. One guard opened the door to El Chapo's cell while the other helped him climb into the cart. They pushed him outside, and once there, he hopped into the trunk of a Chevrolet Monte Carlo. It took authorities 3 years to rearrest him, but he didn't stay behind bars for long. After only 17 months back in prison, Guzman stepped into a shower of a maximum security prison and crawled to freedom through a mile-long tunnel that was built just for him. The tunnel was complete with lighting, ventilation, and even a modified motorcycle on tracks that were probably used to transport tools for the dig. El Chapo was caught in January of 2016 and is now held in the United States. Number 4. Bulldozer escape. Quote, 12 prisoners escaped from a Copenhagen jail Sunday after a bulldozer smashed through a fortified prison wall. End quote. This was the first paragraph of a Monday, the 28th of August 1995 article published on The Spokesman. A video showed on Danish show TV2 television displays a bulldozer crashing into a 26-foot Copenhagen prison wall. Once the bulldozer crashes into the wall, there are clouds of dark gray dust and debris from the wall and prisoners rushing out and running for freedom. The video also displays prison guards rushing out to contain inmates from fleeing, but with not much success. 13 managed to whisk to freedom. The cameraman of the video was detained and arrested for having prior knowledge of the incident, and 3 escapees were later recaptured and arrested. Amongst the other escapees were drug dealers and murderers that are still at large. Number 5. Razor wire escape. Nicholas Grove was a prisoner in an Ohio prison when he decided he just wasn't going to stay there anymore. In the middle of the day, he made a dash for it, climbing a fence topped with razor wire in just 15 seconds. The craziest part is that there were officers nearby. He climbed the dangerous fence without suffering the cut, which honestly is impressive. Others who had attempted the same escape method at this prison have been cut so severely that they died. Police weren't able to catch him right away. Grove was initially arrested and taken to Piatt County Jail in August of 2014, but as officers were booking him, he jumped over the counter and escaped. He was found a few days later in Ontario, rearrested and successfully booked. But 4 days later, he escaped again by climbing over a recreation yard fence with razor wire on top and ran away, as the video surveillance shows. He eluded authorities until he was finally cornered in Tulum, Mexico. After he had escaped for about a year or so, Nicholas felt comfortable enough to start posting selfies on Facebook, which effectively led police straight to his hideout. They had been tracking his social media for a while, which led the authorities to him, ending his adventurous encounter with the law enforcers. Did you enjoy our video? Which of these prison escapes do you find most daring and why? Well, if you enjoyed our video, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more of our amazing and informative content. Please give us a like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our weekly uploads. We value your feedback. Feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comment section below.